So see this big pipe here, guys? That's where the water's pumped up from the river down below and pumped up into our plant through this large pipe here. So that comes into here, and see you got your 4 large tanks over here? That'll pump into the middle of there and goes up into there where we put our chemicals into it to make the water nice and clean so you can drink. Yeah? We'll go up top and I'll show you how that splits up, but that'll go, the bulk amount of water will go up through a centre well and then splits it between the 2 sedimentation tanks and 2 clarifiers. Splits them up. They're V-notch, like a V-notch weir that regulates the amount of water that goes into each one, depending on the flow. So these 2 generally take the bulk of the flow, and the sed tank 1 and 2 will take a little bit less, because they're a different type of tank, which I'll explain and show you the differences up top. So yeah, so this has all just been rebuilt, but watch your heads coming through. So quite loud this one, guys, but that's where your water comes up from our pipe in the centre and regulates the flow through these weirs. That's right, see? Now see down in there? See how you've got the little particles, see how you can see the little particles in there? So that's that chemical grabbing all the slimes in the dirty water. And this is where the chemical really starts to bond and grab hold of the slimes and dirt and everything that's not so nice in the river water. And you'll see, if you look down in the light, in the sections of sunlight, see how you can see all little particles? It's like little pieces. That's the chemical actually making and grabbing all the slimes and bad stuff in the water and starting to separate it. So it's starting to clean the water. And then all that water is clear. That's clear, yep. It's not ready for drinking yet, but it is clear.
Yeah, I just want to jump in. It's pumped.
No, close. That's a large rake. There's a big long shaft that goes right down to the bottom, way down to the bottom of the tank. Yeah, see all these plastic bits out here? Those tube settlers, all they are is they make the surface area a lot larger. So it helps filter the water a bit easier and settles the water, so when it settles down, the slimes settle down, it doesn't stir it up as much. But this large section here is a large rake. So right down the bottom, imagine 2 big rakes, and that just slowly turns around and that just pushes all the bad stuff, all the sludge, into one spot, and we can get rid of it then. It turns automatically. There's a big motor in here that just slowly turns all that, and that just constantly rotates. That's because you can adjust the height of it. If we spin this, it loosens the bolts and so forth, that'll adjust the height of the rake. So then depending on how much slime and sludge we've got in the bottom of the tank, because all that bad stuff that's getting grabbed here, that actually settles to the bottom of the tank. So then you've got your clean water on top and then your sludge down the bottom. So now after, remember the clear water up in the large tanks? Yeah. That comes down through here and through all these. These are our filters, just like a big pool filter at home. So it's all full of sand and gravel and so forth, and that cleans everything out nice. Okay, so this is where all the filter water comes down. In and below us here, there's a large pipe. It goes straight through and then we dose it with other chemicals, fluoride, okay, and lime. So then, yeah, all our filtered water comes into here and then out through, and that goes through to our main storage across the other side where the large tanks are, which I'll show you those next. And then we've got our two main clear water storage tanks that the kids are all on there. They're about, give or take, about 8 to 10 meg each. So you've got, 1, 2 here. And then from there, you've got our treated water pumps in this station here. We'll pump them up to the 10th Street Tower or into the Mildura system, where all our good clean water is ready to go. And then we pump that into Mildura so you can have good clean drinking water and water to shower with. Thanks, guys.